What up? You already know, man. It's your G King Shoe coming at y'all real quick. You know, um, I'm doing this video right now, kind of, based off the video that, y'all already know how it go, man. I got the utmost respect for brothers like, the right brother, Trucker Brown, amongst the other few. But I'm gonna do this video real quick, man, because they was talking on the subject of kings and queens, and you can't talk about the subject of royalty without the king getting involved or one of the kings getting involved. You understand what I'm saying? But nah, on a serious note though, um, I'm not gonna speak on what other people's perspectives of king and queen is, but I'm just gonna give give my perspective of being a king and a queen and what it means to our community and why we should call each other kings and queens. Now, first and foremost, um, we know and understand that I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase, man. When we dealing with our people, man, we call each other. What's the main terms or titles that we call each other? This my nigga, this my bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear me call a female a queen or a brother a king, man, I'm just here to change the frequency. You understand what I'm saying? To change the energy of the dialogue because we don't have any respect for one another. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a small example. Um, when you change the word nigga to king, you like for example, like yo, what up, king? Oh, what up, my nigga? That's it. Sound kind of interchangeable, right? But now let's change that. Man, fuck this bitch ass king over here. I'm about to go kill that king. It don't even sound right. Do it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically what we trying to do, man. We just trying to change the frequency. Now, also, when you dealing with the word king and queen, let's deal with the definition and the qualities of a king and queen. When you're talking about a king is a person who is the ruler of his domain or his state. You feel me? And being a king or queen is inherited by birth. Now, um, one of the brothers mentioned when you talk to a female, you call her queen, you kind of making her number two. No, it don't have anything to do with levels or titles. Um, for one, when you're dealing with ancient African culture or Nubian culture, we had other words for king and queen. We had other words for the title, but we all speak English, so we're gonna deal with the English dialogue. So we use king and queen. Now, when you call a female a queen, that's not necessarily saying she's below you. Um, and furthermore, when you're dealing with the word king and queen, it the definition states that it is inherited through birth. Now, to my understanding, all life comes through females. You understand what I'm saying? So you will never have not one king or not one queen unless you had a queen first. You understand what I'm saying? Because he and she had to come through that womb. You understand what I'm saying? But I like the way TB, Trucker Brown. I like the way Trucker Brown explained how he felt about calling his woman queen. You understand what I'm saying? Or the term king and queen. I like the way he broke that down in the analogy. Um, just because uh, we are equal, you understand what I'm saying? We still have to have balance. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like um, yin and yang. Um, it's like a plug. You got the male piece and you got the female piece. Just look at this right here. Look at this right here. This is just an analogy. This is called the male part. This is called the female part for obvious reasons. If you don't understand that, then you got to go back to anatomy class. I'm not about to go into all that. But we understand they are different, but they complement each other, and they contradict, but at the same time they complement each other, and that's called balance. So, for example, there's certain things that I wouldn't want my female to do or my queen to do that I would rather do based off of how I'm built, or what have you. Now, he spoke on feminists. I'm gonna be the first to tell you, fuck feminists. I don't respect that movement not one bit because all it do is cause separation. Just like any other, separatist movement. You understand what I'm saying? You don't We don't uh create unity by highlighting our differences. You know what I'm saying? Let's deal and build on the things that we have in common, or the things, the issues that we have. You don't go amongst your own and say, okay, this is how we feel, so fuck them over there, so let's find a solution. No, we have to come together and find common ground, you know what I'm saying, and respect one another. I don't fuck with the feminist movement. That shit have nothing to do with, for one, I can't really speak on other cultures, but for the black people, I don't understand the feminist movement, because black men has never been in no position to oppress black women. We don't own anything. We never told our women what they cannot do. The examples go on. I respect all my women. Also in African culture, that's another thing I wanted to build on. In African culture, the women were equals. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, they may have been held at a higher esteem in African culture, because we know and understand, for one, you can't be no bigger than your mother. For two, there's no woman like your mother and your queen. You understand what I'm saying? And for three, the woman is the first nurturer. You understand what I'm saying? Um, when you born, now we got insulin and all. I mean, not insulin. Uh, all that formula and all that bullshit. But before we have formula and everything, when you're born, you need to suckle from your mother's breast milk, or your ass is not going to survive. You understand what I'm saying? So the woman plays a high role. If you look at some of the ancient Egyptian, you call them pharaohs or whatever you want to call them, or even if you look at the ancient Egyptian deities, you never have a male without a female counterpart. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, if you look at this right here, I'm wearing the goddess right here. This is called Ma'at. She's the goddess of uh, balance, order, truth, justice. You understand what I'm saying? Um, if you want to get more insight on that, just do more research on that. She's called Ma'at, Maat. But yeah, like, I just wanted to speak on that, because when you're dealing with the term king or queen, like, that don't have anything to do with who's higher or who's lower. All that simply does is designate gender. You understand what I'm saying? So when you say king, you say queen, you just letting people know this is a male, this is a female, but they all held in the high esteem. And furthermore, we should consider ourselves kings and queens, because we are kings and queens of our own domain. If you the head of your family, if you have equal role and responsibility of taking care of, providing for your family, you're royalty. You understand what I'm saying? If you create a family, you understand what I'm saying? You're royalty in your private domain. We all have people that's over us, so to speak. But even kings and queens had people that was over them. You understand what I'm saying? Um, and but I just wanted to come at y'all real quick. I felt like that was a very interesting